We live, we live, we live. We live and direct. We live and direct. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm gonna give it a couple minutes for everybody to come in. As you all can see, we all in the kitchen. As you can see, we in the kitchen tonight. Hold on. Let me get my recipe together. Let's see if we can get this camera set up too. All right, there you go. Y'all good? We in there? We in there. How you doing, family? How you doing? All right, we live. We heating up the pans tonight. We are making some wild caught tuna. We're making some wild caught tuna. I want to show you the wild caught tuna. This is what we're working with. This is what we're working with. And if y'all can't see on this angle, it's because I'm recording from another camera. Y'all just happen to get the overflow. I'm on another camera. If you want to get the actual view, you got to join my school. Set this right here. Y'all can see what we cooking tonight. Boom. All right, we live. I'm about to hop off of here and I'm gonna hop right back on. I'm gonna hop off of here and hop right back on. Matter of fact, we staying. I'm just gonna edit it out. How y'all doing, family? Everybody who's just joining, welcome to cooking class. This is cooking class with Moorish Chef. If you don't know who I am and why am I in the kitchen cooking, I have a bachelor's degree of nursing. But I understand most people come into the hospital not with the mindset of not wanting to be better, but not with the understanding of how to be better. So what I did is I got in the kitchen. I created a book called Cellular Health 101, which is the foundation of everything I teach as a nurse to get you understanding how your body works, how certain foods interact with your body, right? But what I've done now is decided to get in the kitchen every week and teach you all how to do some of the things that I teach in the book, right? So tonight, we're making tuna steaks. We got some cellular intentional tuna steaks. If you don't eat meat, you can use this same concept with mushrooms, right? We got some Brussels sprouts, some purple potatoes, some squash that I got from my homie's backyard. And we got a carrot we're gonna chop up. We're gonna stew this, right? So we got some stewed lentils. We got some red lentils. I don't know why they call orange lentils red, but I'm about to show you how to make a cellular intentional meal in less than an hour for your family, right? So we're gonna whip this up. But if you follow me and know anything about how we cook, right? Everything is for the cells. Everything is for the cells. If you're not cooking to heal your family, what are you doing? If you're not cooking to heal your family, what are you doing, right? So we got some red lentils. I'm about to show you how to hook these red lentils up. If you never cooked lentils before, they're good for protein, but you got to add another grain to them, right? So tonight, I'm not using them necessarily for protein because I got the fish. But if you are using lentils for a protein, you got to add another grain to it to make it a complete protein, right? I got some notes too, just because I like giving facts. So as we cooking tonight, the reason why I'm using lentils, let's go over some of the reasons, right? Lentils, they're good for protein, they're good for fiber. They can help lower cholesterol, improve blood sugar control, and prevent constipation. They're full of potassium, could help lower blood pressure by countering the negative effects of salt. They're full of folate, can help protect your heart and support the red blood cell formation. They're full of iron, can help prevent fatigue by help forming hemoglobin. So when you start cooking, right, to heal your family, it's simple. So tonight I'm using some lentils, and we're just using about 2 cups of lentils. We got about 2 cups of lentils. I got 2 cups of lentils, and I'm just about to wash them off, rinse them real good. As I'm rinsing them, I'm putting intention into my food. I'm rinsing any negative energy, any dirt, any grit, any grime that could have been in the food, right? Let's see here. So if y'all got any questions, put them in the comment, right? I appreciate you all. So I got my lentils just going off in the pan. Boom, just like that, right? Y'all seen them? They're just going off in the pan. In the pan, if y'all know me, we always adding herbs to the pan. If you have inflammation, if you have high blood pressure, if you have digestive issues, there's an herb for everything you have going on. Put some of those herbs in the water whenever you're making your grains and whenever you're boiling your potatoes, right? And speaking of potatoes, I'm making some potatoes too. So I'm gonna drop some sage off in the potato pot too, right? Boom. Just some dried sage. So we got our lentils. I'm gonna add about 2 cups of water. If you got vegetable stock, homemade vegetable stock, do not go to the store and buy stock. If you have leftover vegetables, leftover onion skins, you got some celery stalks, carrots, make your own stock. You don't have to spend $3, $4 on a pint of stock, right? So I just got some water off in there. I'm about to add some more intentional herbs and spices to this, right? So right now, we got some tuna that we're about to make. But in the meantime, I got my lentils going. Let me move this so you can see it. I got my lentils going. In the lentils, I'm about to add some seasoning so I can kick that up a notch, right? We got some fennel. We got some cumin. We got some cardamom. This is all going in my lentils, right? And this helps with your digestive health. This helps get certain minerals and vitamins in your body, right? And y'all know we got the list. If you on Instagram and you want the list, all you gotta do is join my cooking class. Join the school. It's in the bio. And in the school, we talk about how herbs help everything you got going on in the body. Certain ways you can cook with certain herbs to boost what you need going on in the body, right? So we got our lentils that's just about to start going. And a lot of times, people say, I don't like to use legumes because they cause me to bloat. All you have to do is soak the legumes the day you're gonna cook them, soak them for like 12 hours, and they'll start to sprout, and that reduces the bloating. Anytime you got a problem with beans causing bloating, all you gotta do is soak the beans or soak the legumes, and it'll help reduce the bloating. So we got the lentils going. I'm about to add 2 cups of water for my potatoes. So we got some lentils, we got some purple smashed potatoes. And a lot of people say when you cook potatoes, you have to add salt to the water. When you cook potatoes, you have to add salt to the water. especially when you're cooking the potatoes at first, because that's when they absorb the salt, right? But I don't like to use regular salt. I like to use celery salt because we know celery has beneficial properties in itself. So if I can use celery salt instead of pink salt or black salt, I do not use white iodized salt. Instead of using pink salt or black salt, I use celery salt. All right. So we got our lentils going, we got our water going with our sage, our celery salt, and just for the heck of it, I'm gonna add some black salt to it. All right. And for those who never seen black salt, this is what it looks like. Black salt look like pink salt. Black salt look like pink salt, right? So we adding some black salt along with our sage, celery salt, and I got a herb blend. This is the water that we're gonna use for our purple potatoes. So that's the water for the purple potatoes. Got both of those going. Let me cut these purple potatoes up. Y'all see purple potatoes, right? Y'all cook with purple potatoes? Purple potatoes. They're beautiful. Watch when I cut them open, right? How y'all doing? If y'all on Instagram, please, we cook once a week. I'm gonna stop going live on Instagram while I'm cooking. I'm gonna stop going live on Instagram while I'm cooking, but a lot of people follow me on here, so join the school. You get all the recipes, you get the information about what we cooking. I send out a whole report every week on the menu. I send out the whole report every week on the menu if you inside the school. So it tells you what we cooking, what some of the ingredients do, why we use the ingredients, why you should use the ingredients. Every food has beneficial properties, but a lot of people don't know how to put it together. I do it for you every week. My shirt wrinkled because I just threw it on. I just seen that. All right, so I'm just about to look at these purple potatoes. If you've never cooked with purple potatoes, this is what they look like. All right. The difference with purple potatoes and white potatoes, what do you think the difference is between purple potatoes and white potatoes? We're taught as children to eat the rainbow, right? We're taught as children to eat the rainbow. The purple potatoes has more phytonutrients, more antioxidants. Matter of fact, because it's on the food list today, on the menu, guess what we got? We got some facts about purple potatoes. All right, so look, purple potatoes, right? Let me look. Some of this stuff don't. Purple potatoes contain antioxidants, which are antioxidants that give them their purple color. Anthocyanins may help reduce inflammation, boost the immune system, and improve heart and eye health. Helps prevent cancer. A study in 2017 found that purple potatoes reduce the risk of colon cancer because they have anti-inflammatory properties. Purple potatoes high in dietary fiber, which help with digestion, prevent constipation. Purple potatoes contain chlorogenic acid, which help prevent blood clots, also known as thrombosis. Purple potatoes are a good source of beta carotene and potassium. All this stuff I put in a list every week with the food that we cooking to let you know how the foods that we eating heal the body this week. How many people want to know how their food heal the body? How many people want to know how to put the meals together? I teach it every week. A lot of people talk trash about, yo, these foods do this, these foods don't do that. But are they showing you how to actually make the foods? I'll take the time to do it, so that's why I talk trash. I talk trash because I take time away from my family. So if I'm doing that, yeah, I'm going to talk trash. But I do it with love. I'm just cutting up these purple potatoes right now. I'm going to talk trash because I love you. What they say, if I ain't say nothing to you, I don't love you. I love you. So I'm going to invite you in my kitchen every week. I ain't going to say every week because I may miss a week. But it's because I love you. And I want to teach you all how to do better. I'm not perfect, right? But I've been cooking for 27 years like this. I done healed thousands of people by teaching them how food can manipulate the body. Hundreds of households I done taught over 2 decades. So now I want to teach you. I want to expand the amount of homes I've helped into your home. So tonight we're making some purple potatoes. I'm just turning my mat around so I don't gotta, boom. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? All right, so we got the purple potatoes, the lentils are going. And red lentils only take like 20, maybe 30 minutes. If you sprout them, they take only 15, 20 minutes. I'm only smashing these potatoes. I'm cutting them small like this so they don't take as long. I'm just about to saute my vegetables in some coconut oil. We're not using any type of seed oils or inflammatory oils. We only use things that benefit our bodies. So throughout the meal, you're going to see me adding certain herbs and spices. I'm going to use 15, 20 different herbs tonight or spices. We just put the herb blend into the water. We use the dehydrated sage that we dehydrate ourselves. We use the fennel, the cumin, the cardamom. I got a couple more potatoes. Y'all like, damn, how many potatoes he gonna cut up? If I'm making smashed potatoes, I like to get the smaller potatoes because they're more tender. So I don't mind cutting them up. I only got 3 more. The light is blocking the refrigerator. I forgot to get my Seamoss water out. All right, so look. We got our purple potatoes. Y'all see this? We got our purple potatoes. Somebody said, what's good for the prostate? If you just joined and don't know who I am or what I teach, please go to my link in my bio. Please, I got a new book out called Cellular Health 101 that teaches all that. Look at the purple potatoes. Y'all see them? We about to get these babies right. Let me rinse them right quick. Let me rinse the purple potatoes. We're just gonna drop them off. And somebody gonna say, yo, don't use the plastic mat. I know we got glass ones, we got wooden ones. I'm just using this because it helps with the ease of use right now. Believe me, it's 1,000 ways to be perfect. I'm not perfect. I try to be the best I can. I try to be better. I try to be intentional. But I swear I ain't perfect. All right, so we got our purple potatoes. We just cleaned them, washed them off. Boom, purple potatoes. We're gonna drop them off in that water. The water got our celery salt. It got some black salt. We got some sage. We got an herbal blend mix right here with some marjoram, some sage, some basil, some thyme, some oregano. We got our lentils that already doubled in size. All right. And look at the lentils, because I ain't stir them. Oh, right? Right now they got some fennel, some cumin, and some cardamom in there. Some fennel, some cumin, and some cardamom, right? That's all that's in there right now. I wanted the lentils to double in size with those herbs. We're layering the flavors, right? We're layering the flavors. So right now, as they doubled in size, they soaked up the water with the fennel, the cumin, and the cardamom, right? So now as the potatoes, let me make sure they're about to boil. As the potatoes cook, I'm about to come back and dice up the vegetables, the stew the actual lentils, right? Anybody on here got my book? Does anybody following right now have my book? Does anybody on here following have my book? Anybody on live right now? Or in the cooking, everybody in the cooking class got my book. I know everybody in the cooking class got my book because you got to be in the community to get in the community. But does anybody on Instagram, it's about 20 people in here, are the purple potatoes hard to find? Nah. If you live close to a Publix, you could find purple potatoes. If you live close to a Kroger, you could find purple potatoes. I get them from the local farmers market. Local farmers markets have the purple potatoes as well, right? That was a good question. Oh, Miss Coleman, yes. All right, so look, there's a couple of people online who have my book, right? So if you online and have my book, you know every time we cook, it's like getting money. Every time you cook, it's like getting money, right? Somebody said, I've been cutting potatoes wrong. Oh, tomatoes wrong. Why? My bad. If you've been cutting them wrong, my bad. And this is something we do as chefs. As chefs, certain recipes, you do not put the seeds in the pulp of the tomato inside the recipe. Now, if I was making a sauce, I wouldn't care because I'm probably going to puree it anyway, right? But if I'm stewing something, I don't want to use, I just got my tomatoes. Y'all see how juicy those tomatoes look? And look, I just separated them just like that. I just separated the tomatoes just like that, right? That's how chefs do it. Boom. So now we just about to julienne and then we chop. Julienne and then we chop. I just hit my hand on that cast iron skillet too if you just seen me jump and wonder why I jump like that. All right. So we got some crushed red peppers. I mean, crushed tomatoes. Who can tell me one thing tomatoes are good for? Who could tell me one thing that tomatoes are good for? The main thing that tomatoes are good for, lycopene. Lycopene, right? Lycopene helps with your blood. If you're dealing with any type of blood condition, you need to clean the metals out your body. You're dealing with circulatory issues, lycopene is good for you. Kidney, cleansing the kidney. So right now, we already put the intentional herbs, the first round of herbs into our lentils. The lentils have absorbed all the water that we put in there with those spices, right? The lentils have absorbed all the water that we put in there with those spices. The water's gone, the lentils have doubled in size. The water's gone, the lentils have doubled in size, right? I'm about to come through with some more water, but I'm not coming through with some more water until I get my stock vegetables to help with the stewing, right? And every one of these vegetables, just like everything else, have intentional properties, right? But I'm about to show you how the next set of herbs matter. All right, so we got our medley, our trio. If it was celery, some people would call this a holy trinity, right? So we just got some peppers, some onions, and some tomatoes. We dropping this off. We dropping that off in our lentils. And now we're going to come through with another round of spices, right? We add in smoked paprika. We add a little cayenne pepper. We add a little turmeric. We add a lot of turmeric. I'm lying. And if you add in turmeric, you know you got to add black pepper. All these spices once again, right? And because we add them, if you on the email list, you got the list. Cumin. Cumin adds a sweetness, but cumin can enhance the sweetness of root vegetables like carrots, beets, and grains like lentils. It's good for the digestive system by promoting healthy nutrient absorption and enzyme production. Fennel. Fennel helps with weight management. Fennel is low in calories, high in fiber, which can help regulate blood sugar and may aid in weight management. Fennel is high in fiber, potassium, magnesium, and which can help reduce the risk of heart disease. Fennel seeds may help reduce the and lower cholesterol. Everything I put in my family food has a purpose. I don't know what y'all cooking for y'all family, but I'll try to teach you all in my book, Cellular Health 101, this book right here, right? How to be intentional every time you cook for your family. Every time you cook for your family. I don't care what you're cooking. I don't care if you're making chocolate chip cookies. It's a way you can make them chocolate chip cookies more cellular intentional, right? All right, so we got our lentils. They pretty much done once they finish cooking. And I'm gonna add a little more liquid to them. But I want the liquid to go all the way out so they can actually saute some of them vegetables that I put in there. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. I just had it because I had some watermelon. And I'm from up north, I put salt on my watermelon, my bad. So I'm about to add a little bit of salt to my lentils. Boom. The potatoes are over there boiling away. They're almost finished. I'm about to cut up my vegetable medley. I'm about to cut up the vegetable medley, right? Y'all about to see this meal come together in like 30 minutes. And once again, the vegetables, they're going to have their own intentional herbs, intentional spices, right? So right now we got the fennel, we got the cardamom, we got the cumin, we got the smoked paprika, we got the turmeric, the black pepper, the cayenne pepper. Y'all count the celery salt. Y'all counting all these spices and herbs that we're adding, and every one of them has a beneficial reason why we adding it. And then the food, the lentils, the purple potatoes, the Brussels sprouts. How many people knew Brussels sprouts was one of the highest grossing protein vegetables? Did y'all know that Brussels sprouts is one of the highest grossing protein vegetables? How many people knew that? How many people knew that Brussels sprouts is one of the highest grossing protein vegetables? Did y'all know that? That's why y'all see me make Brussels sprouts so much, right? Being that I'm plant-based or eat plants 90% of the time, I gotta find ways to get protein other than from dairy or from animals. Oh, I got these from the DeKalb Farmers Market and they ugly. Some of these ugly. There, I just called out the spot, but, and when I mean ugly, I'll show you what I mean between the ugly Brussels sprout and a good Brussels sprout, right? I don't mind the stem. I don't mind the stem inside the Brussels sprout, but y'all see that? And then y'all see that, right? If you cook them whole, you won't be able to see this inside the Brussels sprout. A lot of people get whole Brussels sprouts and they just cook them. I always cut my Brussels sprouts so I can see the inside of the Brussels sprout, right? Look at the difference. Y'all see that? You won't be able to notice this if you don't cut your Brussels sprouts open. From the outside, it look good. So once again, cut your Brussels sprouts open, roast them, saute them, but that way you can see the inside of them. No, sir, you're not a fan of Brussels sprouts. We got a couple people saying they're not a fan of Brussels sprouts, but guess what? Miss Coleman, hopefully I could change your mind, because once or twice a month, you're going to see me cook some Brussels sprouts. And I'm going to make them so soulful and so flavorful. And if y'all don't know who Miss Coleman is, that's one of my aunties. I got my actual camera set up. We got the whole production. I'm inside of my school right now with the other members, right? So I got a couple cameras going. So if you see me talking to different people, it's because I have a school that you can sign up for where I teach you how to cook every week. I have a bachelor's degree of nursing, but I don't want to meet you in the hospital. I want to meet you in the community, right? And I don't throw away a lot of this scraps and stuff. I got a homie who composts. So being that I'm in an apartment right now and don't compost myself, a lot of stuff when I go to the garden on Tuesdays, we take over there. I try not to let too much of anything go to waste. All right, so we got the Brussels sprouts that look all right over here. I ain't gonna say they look good, because God dang. And because I had to cut them like that, I'm gonna slice them again. I normally don't quarter them, but because I had to discard some of them, I'm gonna quarter them into small bite-sized pieces. This is just a little vegetable medley we making right now. Oh, let me cut my lentils off. My lentils is going crazy back here. Y'all see that? Can y'all see them lentils? Oh man, can y'all see that? Them stewed lentils? Y'all see that? Oh man. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, right? Something that simple with all that flavor. Something that simple with all that flavor. Oh my God. Oh my God, right? And boom. As they sit there, I'm gonna add a little bit of avocado oil to them. A little bit of avocado oil. You can use coconut oil. Do not use vegetable oil, no canola oil, no cheap ass oil to finish your lentils, right? Get you some nice good oil, right? So I'm about to finish quartering my Brussels sprouts. I'm gonna clean them with my squash. All right, boom. One more. So we got our Brussels sprouts right here. And I cut them like this so that way they don't take as much time. So I got the Brussels sprouts. These are some squash that I got from a friend's garden. All right. If you could get local food from your friends, if you can encourage your friends to grow food, and that way you can steal it from them, do it. I go to my friends' houses with gardens, disguised as a helper gardener, just so I could come home with food every week. I go to my friend's house disguised as a helper gardener just so I could get food every week. They were like, oh my God, Los, you here to help again? Sure am. And I leave with some food that I know was grown in love, grown with intention, and I could bring it home and feed to my family. That stuff at the store, you don't know where it came from, who grew it, what they felt like that day, what intention they had. All right, so we got our squash. I'm gonna cut out one more. All right. And then we're gonna get to the star of the show. I like cut, if they big, real big, I like cutting some of the seeds out. Granted, seeds are good for you. I'm not saying seedless fruit is great. Seeds are definitely good for you. Eat your seeds, family. But when I'm cooking, sometimes I want the meat. Whether it's the meat of the vegetable, the meat of the fruit, I want the meat. All right, so we got our squash. This is for our vegetable medley. And because our family, our children eat with their eyes, they eat with color, right? Because our family eats with their eyes, they eat with color. I'm just about to cut up a carrot just so I get a little color in there, right? I'm just about to cut up a carrot so I get a little color in there. Boom, boom. Some people say I cut weird. I don't know. I learned how to cut when I was traveling. So I do cut different than a lot of people. I know I cut different than a lot of people. If I cut different than you was taught, I apologize. If I teach a way that you like to be taught, hit me up. It's not hard. If you learn knife skills, that's half your time in the kitchen. If you learn knife skills, that's half your time in the kitchen. Let's see here. How y'all feeling? Y'all doing all right? Y'all feeling all right? Boom. All right. So we got our vegetable medley. Just that simple. Oh, I got to put a charger on this. I got to put the charger on here. We got a vegetable medley. Just that simple. Y'all see it? There we go. I had to get a couple users out of here. All right, so our lentils is going, potatoes is going, vegetable medley. Vegetable medley, you can use some coconut oil. My wife be stealing all the coconut oil. And look, babe, if you're watching this, I apologize. I found it. My battery was dying, so I got kicked off, right? Let me find another way to prop this iPad up. Let me find another way to prop this iPad up. Because if I turn it this way, I don't know if it's gonna work. Nah. All right. Boom. We got some coconut oil. That's what we're about to use for our sauteed vegetables. We are not using butter. We are not using margarine. We are not using parquet. Anything you know causes inflammation, anything you know hurts your family, do not be using it in the kitchen. If you know it comes with a warning, why are you eating it? If you know it comes with a warning, why are you feeding it to your family, right? So we got some coconut oil. If you wanted to use ghee, if you wanted to use some grass-fed butter, cool. But don't be using no cheap butter, no vegetable oil, not when it comes to your family, right? So we got the coconut oil down. All right, so we about to make the tuna. We about to make the tuna. It's gonna take us about 5 to 7 minutes to make the tuna, and we're gonna be good to go, right? It's gonna take about 5 to 7 minutes to take the 7 minutes, because they're kind of thick. 7 minutes to make the tuna, and we'll be good to go, right? Before we put the tuna on, I want to go ahead and take the potatoes off so they don't overcook. Before we put the tuna on, I want to take the potatoes off before they overcook. So I want to keep my potato water. Whenever I'm making mashed potatoes, no, I use coconut oil. I use coconut oil, and then earlier I used avocado oil, right? But you want to use something you know that benefits your family, not take away from their health. So right now, if you're just joining, we got some stewed lentils. We got some purple smashed potatoes we about to make. We got some sauteed intentional local vegetables. All right, so. And look, if you strain your potatoes not in the sink, I know all melanated folk, we taught to just strain our water down the sink, right? But the water that you just boiled your potatoes in, that's now enriched stock. Why not use some of that water to infuse it back into your purple potatoes, right? Y'all see them purple potatoes? Y'all see them purple potatoes? Them purple potatoes look good, don't they? So at this time, I'm gonna remove my sage leaves because I can see them. I'm gonna add my potatoes back to the pot. I'm gonna do it right here so y'all can see what I do. Let me get something so it don't burn the cat. All right, so I'm just gonna add a cup of this stock back to the potatoes. And mind you, this is the stock with the celery seasoning, the herbs, the marjoram, the thyme, the basil, the sage, right? And it had the celery salt in it. If you want to add some butter right now, I mean real butter, this will be your time. Dang, and I can't find the potato masher. All right, I may have to use a different apparatus because I can't find a potato masher. I think I got some real grass-fed butter if I want to use it, something like that, but I'm just gonna use the stock today, right? The stock. I'm just gonna use the stock, and I'm just gonna smash my potatoes. I'm just smashing my potatoes down. I want you to know that they still purple, they still chunky. They was not supposed to be all nice and pureed. I'm just smashing them down a little bit. And I'm using that water. I'm gonna use a little more. I use 1 cup. I use 2 cups of my stock. I guess I ain't using no more because I just dropped the spoon down in there. All right, so these potatoes are almost smashed up. I'm gonna add a little more salt, pepper, and garlic to them. A little more salt, pepper, and garlic. I'm gonna let them cook for the next 5 to 7 minutes back there. Salt. And I'm not just using black pepper, right? Because a lot of people are like, oh, he just using black pepper, he just using whatever. No, right? Following some people, they're going to tell you not to use black pepper because black pepper has certain properties that they don't like. But I know if I'm using turmeric, I got to use some black pepper. And let's see, black pepper aids in digestion and intestinal health. Black pepper helps to stimulate the hydrochloric acid in your stomach so you can better digest and absorb the foods you eat. Immune support. A strong immune system is essential or important for helping you to avoid illness. And black pepper can help there as well. Its active compound have a role in boosting white blood cells, which your body uses to fight off invading bacteria and viruses. Black pepper increases the absorption rate of essential nutrients and beneficial plant compounds, right? So everything we use has a purpose. We're not just using black pepper. We putting something in our food that's going to boost the other nutrient availability of the other spices and herbs. And I normally have some fresh granulated garlic, but I don't have none, so I'm trying to see if I got some garlic powder. Garlic powder. And if you know me, you gotta follow my school because I don't measure when I'm cooking. I write recipes out. I put them out for the community, but I don't measure when I'm cooking because I've been cooking so long, I just cook. I've been cooking so long, I just cook. Right? If you wanted to add a little bit of plant-based milk, you could to cream the potatoes out, but I don't want to cream the potatoes out for real because I got the creamy lentils to go with it. I just want to smash them a little bit. I just want to smash my potatoes. Look how purple them things look. Y'all see how purple them potatoes look? Them purple smashed potatoes? Y'all gonna see them when they hit the plate, right? All right, so I'm gonna let those cook for another 3 or 4 minutes. My purple smashed potatoes. I got my oil nice and hot. I'm gonna wash my hands. And we're gonna put some black pepper. I'm lying, we just talked about black pepper. We're gonna put some crushed red pepper inside the vegetable medley. We got the coconut oil with the Brussels sprouts, the local squash, the carrots, the onions. All right, we got the vegetable medley going down, boom. Crushed red pepper. Everybody knows the crushed red pepper is good for the heart, right? Crushed red pepper contains vitamin A, vitamin C, and vitamin B6, as well as fiber and capsaicin, which gives pepper its heat. It also contains many antioxidants which help fight cancer and heart disease. Other potential benefits of crushed red pepper may be reducing inflammation, lowering cholesterol, and protecting the stomach lining. Just don't eat too much of it, right? Everything we cook with has a purpose. If you join my email list, if you in my class, I tell you, somebody said, what is the benefit of purple potatoes? We talked about it earlier, right? The benefit of purple potatoes, where's our purple potato list? Here we are. Where are we at? Purple potatoes. We got the high antioxidants, contain anthocyanins, which are antioxidants that give the purple potatoes their color. The anthocyanins help reduce inflammation, boost the immune system, improve heart and eye health, help prevent cancer, help with digestive health, help increase the brain health, also protects the brain by reducing inflammation and preventing damage to free radicals, help prevents clots, a whole bunch of stuff, right? So we got our vegetables that's about to start sauteing. In the vegetables, we put in some crushed red pepper. We just told you how the crushed red pepper helps, right? After the crushed red pepper, we coming through with some dill. So we got some hot and some herbal vegetables going on. We got some dill going in our potatoes, right? I said potatoes. I meant to say in our vegetables. Why am I using dill? Because when I was planning my meal out today, I was intentional. I said, look, what you got going on with your body? What are some things you need to reduce? What are some herbs that help you with what you got going on? I said, look, dill helps with the bone health. Dill is a good source of calcium, which helps prevent bone loss and osteoporosis. I got hit by a drunk driver and flipped my car 6 times. So when I'm cooking to heal my body. That's what I want to teach you all, how to cook to heal your body, right? Dill antioxidants can help prevent cell damage. Dill flavonoids, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory properties can help keep your heart healthy. All these things, dill. So we put in that inside our vegetables. We just put the capsaicin inside the vegetables. We just put the coconut oil, which is good MCT fats, inside the vegetables, right? And now the tuna. Let me wash my hands and I'm about to season the tuna. And we're using cast iron. Cast iron has its own benefits, right? So we're going to use the cast iron so that way we can get more beneficial properties into our fish. I've cleaned the fish a couple times, right? If y'all looking, boom. If y'all looking, boom. That's what we got going on. Izzy, can I see your phone right quick? Our vegetable medley is already starting to look nice and good. Look at our vegetable medley. Y'all don't see these food pictures online. All right, so we got our tuna steak we about to cook. If you just joined in, we in cellular intentional cooking class, right? If you just joined in, we in cellular intentional cooking class. I'm gonna show you what we got going on if you just joined in. I'll show you. We got our stewed lentils, right? We got our, oh, y'all can't see that. We got our stewed lentils with the cardamom, the fennel, the cumin, the sage. We came through with some smoked paprika, some other spices and herbs, right? We got our stewed lentils. We got our vegetable medley with the cayenne pepper, right? We just added the cayenne pepper. We added some dill. And I'm going to add a little bit of Manuka honey, right? Y'all know Manuka honey is good for the body. So I'm going to add a little bit of Manuka honey and drop that off in here. And then we got our smashed purple potatoes back here. We got our smashed purple potatoes. We're going to put the lentils over the potatoes. Y'all see them purple potatoes? All right, boom. So we got so much color going on. Our pan is nice and hot. I'm going to add some coconut oil to the pan. It's going to smoke a little bit. And because the pan is so hot, I want y'all to see something. Y'all see this smoking when I added the oil, right? That means this pan is about 400 and something degrees because coconut oil smokes at about 350. I just had to add some avocado oil to it to cool the pan down because avocado oil doesn't smoke until about 500 degrees. I didn't want to burn the oil, so I added a little bit of avocado oil to help with the smoke point, right? And the same herbs and spices I used earlier, I'm about to put on my tuna steaks. And we're going to finish this thing on up so I can eat. And yes, I'm going to season both sides. We got some crushed red pepper. We got some fennel. We got cumin. We got smoked paprika wherever it's at. We'll use chili powder. I just wanted that smoky flavor, being that I'm cooking it on this high intense cast iron. Here go the smoked paprika. Boom. That's going to help with that color that come on it. I'm going to add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. And if you're on my email list, you know why we use the ingredients we use today, because every one of them have beneficial properties. If you're on the email list, you know why we use the ingredients we use. We don't just cook, we heal our bodies with food. We don't just cook, we heal our bodies with food. I'm going to rub this in. I just don't want to rub it in on with my hands yet. As you see, that pan is nice and hot on the front. You have to cook for your family's cells if you want to heal your family's health. You have to cook for your family's cells if you want to heal your family's health. You can't just feed them fast food. You can't feed them junk food. You can't feed them BS and think your family about to be healthy. You got to feed them cell food. If you don't understand what cell food is, my Cellular Health 101 book is the guidebook to everything I teach. All right, so look. All right, we got about 2 minutes. I'm adding a little bit of turmeric and black pepper and a little bit of salt. Now I got that all up there. Y'all with me? Y'all with me? I'm topping it with some sesame seeds. Because that's what goes on top of tuna, they said. They said if you're making tuna steaks, you got to use sesame seeds. So I want to flip these. Get the sesame seeds nice and good on there. I want to coat the other side with sesame seeds. And tuna is like steak. A lot of people like their tuna medium rare, not I, right? I don't like it like a pork chop, but tuna steaks is something you can overcook really quick, right? Tuna steaks is something you can overcook really quick. I accidentally cut the lentils back on. I didn't mean to. That was a real-time chef mistake. I accidentally cut the lentils back on when I was trying to cut this down. All right. So we got our lentils, our purple potatoes, our vegetable medley, and now we about to finish off the tuna. Can y'all see that? Y'all can see that tuna? All right, so this is the tuna. They're going down. They're going down. Can y'all see how they starting to turn halfway through? Can y'all see where they starting to get white? That's how you know it's time to flip them. When you see the tuna starting to get white halfway through, y'all see that? I'm gonna let mine go a little bit longer. But when they starting to turn halfway through, y'all see that? That's how you know when to turn tuna steaks. If you like yours more rare in the middle, this will be the time right now when you turn it. If you like your protein more rare in the middle, this will be the time when you turn it right now, right? Y'all ever made, I was using black salt and I did use some pink salt. I used 3 different salts tonight. I did not use white salt. I used pink salt, we used black salt, and we used celery salt. Somebody said, anything you can't find and you need it, hit me up. I may be able to send it to you, right? So look, the tuna steaks, right? Now mine are about halfway through, a little more. I'm about to flip it. I'm about to flip it right now. But anybody who's dealing with iron deficiency, if you go to the doctor and they say, oh, you anemic, oh, you need more iron, make sure you invest $20, $25 in a cast iron pan. If you go to the doctor and they say you anemic and you need more iron, if they got you taking some iron pills, you better be cooking with a cast iron pan. Oh, that just jumped out of my hand. Y'all seen that? All right, so right now I'm about to get my plate ready. No, I ain't. because I got all that oil in there, right? Y'all see all this oil in here, right? And because I like to be more intentional for my family than I thought I was gonna be, right? Y'all see all that oil in that pan? We got a little bit of oil down here, right? And this is nothing but coconut oil and avocado oil. Y'all see that? We got a little bit of coconut oil and avocado oil in that pan. I got some dandelion root. Granted, it may be looking like a little bad. I got some dandelion root right here. I'm about to take this dandelion root and I'm just about to break a couple of these up so it can infuse in this oil. This is dandelion root. So now I'm getting the dandelion root infused in the oil. Oh yeah, it even smells different now. If you got any extra herbs laying around, if you got any extra, and granted, this is just some dandelion root. This out the yard. This dandelion root out the yard, right? I got the dandelion root out the yard. Somebody says, I use cast iron, but I use a plant-based iron pill, not the junk they want me to take. Right. We always have to try to be more intentional, more natural. Because if not, they don't pump you. Do you reseason your cast iron after you use it? Now I'm about to cook something else in this thing with this same little, matter of fact, I'm about to deglaze it. I'll show you. All right, so our vegetables are done. Our vegetables are done. Y'all see them vegetables? Woo, woo. Y'all see them beautiful vegetables? Look at that beautiful vegetable medley, right? Y'all see the vegetable medley? If you don't have my new book, Cellular Health 101, please go get it. If you want to be a part of our community where we cook, we talk, we grow garden stuff, please sign up for my community, right? If you don't have my book, it's the foundation of everything I teach. If you don't have my book, it's the foundation of everything I teach. It's time to plate. It's time to plate. It's time to plate. But before I plate, I know lemons have beneficial properties too, right? So before I plate, I'm gonna cut that off. I'm gonna add some lemon juice to that. I'm gonna add some lemon juice to my vegetables, and I'm gonna add some fresh lemon juice to my lentils. I'm brightening everything up. And believe me, y'all just seen me make this. Y'all see the color on those? Y'all see the color on those? Can y'all see the color on those? Ooh! Y'all see the color on those? Come on now. And I ain't nothing but some coconut oil and some avocado oil. Let me get my plate. Let me get my plate. Y'all know me, before I get my plate, I gotta clean up a little bit. Before I set a plate up here, I gotta clean up a little bit. Izzy, I need your phone one more time. I want y'all to be able to see this plate. All right, that's all. That's all. Potatoes. Oh yeah. All right, so I don't know how I'm about to layer this, but y'all see this white plate? We about to turn this white plate into a masterpiece. If you just now joining, this is what we do every week. This is how I cook for my family. I'll show you all how I cook for myself and my family. It's nothing special. It's just me as a nurse trying to actually heal my body and heal my family's body with cellular intentional food, right? So we going for color. We building this plate based off of color. So I'm gonna put some of the purple smashed potatoes on the bottom, right? We got some purple smashed potatoes. I'm gonna come back through with some of the lentil smash and just throw that off on a corner over there, right? We're gonna throw the lentil smash off on the corner over there. And then, y'all see that? We building a plate, right? Don't worry about how I look right now. Just watch. Just watch. I'm about to come through. We got the vegetables. We piling up like that. And then we got the tuna steak that we're gonna lay on there like that, right? Oh my, oh Lord. I don't know if y'all can see that, right? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Look at that. Look at that. Come on. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all see this? Y'all see it? Y'all see it? Y'all see that? We got some grilled tuna steak, pan-seared tuna steak. We got some vegetable medley. We got some stewed lentils and some purple smashed potatoes. When I say this meal smells like heaven, it smells like everything my soul needs to get it back in foundation, back in unison, back in homeostasis. This meal right here smells like heaven. I smell the sage. I smell the cardamom. I smell the cumin. I smell the capsaicin from the red peppers because it's burning my eyes a little bit being this close to it. This meal is what's going to jumpstart my body. This meal is what's going to give your body the nutrients it needs, the magnesium, the iron, the phosphorus, right? And if you're wondering who am I talking to while I'm not on camera, I have a community that you can join and get a better view. But I'm about to get off here so we can eat. If you're not in my community, please go to the link in the bio. Go to my email. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Y'all got any questions for me? Do y'all have any questions for me before I go? Any questions? Going once, going twice. Y'all see that? Going once, going twice. Do you all have any questions for me? If not, I love you all. I appreciate you all. And I truly hope y'all have a blessed night. Look at this. I just showed y'all how to make this. This is what I teach every week. If you want to see how to make meals like this, simple, quick, every week, right? There you go. I love you. Miss Coleman, if you're in the school, I posted the ingredients in the school. I'll add the recipe. If you're in the school, I posted the ingredients in the school. I'll post the recipe, all right? And it's not hard. And this meal will have your family feeling like you just gave them a $50 plate, and this ain't nothing but probably a $12 plate. $12 plate. But I'm gonna show y'all how to do this every week. So I'm gonna be more efficient. I'm gonna be quicker. I'm gonna do less talking. But I appreciate you all. I love you all. And Tasha, hit me up. I hope you all have a good night.